Good morning, welcome to Going to Ground. And a familiar scene behind me for those of you who've seen these films over the last few months, Devil's Den in Wiltshire, and a quite stupendous morning with the sun just breaking through the fog behind me. I had to get out for a walk this morning. I strained my back somehow yesterday and I was just needed to get moving and loosen up, and I'm so glad I did. Friends, today is inconceivably the last Sunday of the church's year, of the Christian year. It's the feast of Christ the King. How about that? I can't believe that it's Advent Sunday next week. And on this day, our hearts are drawn to worship the exalted, risen and exalted King that we believe Christ to be. And exalt is a great word. We exalt things when we lift them up high, when we raise them up as our inspiration or example. And Christ is exalted, named our King in Scripture, not because he demands that from us, or that he accrues or somehow soaks up into himself all of the glory, but that he draws out from us the worship that we need. And in Christian theology, he then passes that round to God the Father. And the way in which the Trinity is described in Christian doctrine, it's like reflected glory. It's like nobody actually keeps it in a way. They pass it round. It's like a motion or a dance or an exchange of light. It's not it's not that somebody soaks it all up. It's that our worship, all that we need to give praise to, becomes lifted up and shared in the life of God and with us. That may seem and sound incomprehensible, but I'm just drawn by that wonderful image really today, because it's the chorus of creation this morning, it seems to me. Peter Schaffer, the playwright, said, "Without worship, you shrink. Without worship, you shrink." And I'm finding that in the lack of services of corporate worship, a longing now, particularly on a Sunday like Christ the King, with all of those amazing hymns, Crown Him with Many Crowns, that I'm just longing to belt out a hymn with dozens of others, because it stops me shrinking into myself. I know that this isn't everybody's experience. Many would contest it, many would not understand it or relate to it. That's all right. But the act of worship is one that just frees us from the prison of ourselves and draws out of us that longing need to truly praise what is genuinely worthy, what is good and righteous and pure and lovely. All of those things. That's what worship does. And we don't draw it to ourselves. We pass it up into the life of God, where it becomes this great symphony and a celebration. Anyway, that's how I'm feeling. And it's great to share the mood of this place with you. The lowing of cows in the background as they sing their praises this morning. The scraping of a pheasant you might have just heard. And the lifting of the mist. God bless you this day as you go to ground.